could use a stiff drink.
Welcome back to the Trading Places Minute. This is the show where we discuss the film Trading Places 1 minute at a time. You know the whole thing. My name is Tom Taylor. You, of course, know that over there is Mike DeMaria. Hi, Mike.
I'm very tired today, but Tom and I already discussed this a few minutes.
We did. I'm going to act surprised as though we're just having a conversation now.
So I got my coffee.
Beautiful. I got my iced tea. Dan, what do you have, Dan Lewis?
As usual, I've got my coffee.
Gorgeous.
In my pint glass. My
Dan's a couple hours behind us, so it makes a little more sense to have coffee at the time he's having it. It's 1 p.m. in Chicago.
Well, I'll have coffee at 1.
I will
well, just to be clear.
Yeah.
But this I've got my glass. It's got the
Bell's Brewery.
The lakes. No, it's got the 5 Great Lakes on it, just in blue.
Oh, okay.
You can't see them here I can
see the top of one
as you drink it
because you're listening to a podcast. But there's a 5 Great Lakes on there, and
as you drink it, is it revealed?
Exactly. Right now we're on Lake Superior. That's how much coffee I've had.
So it's
pretty
at the top.
soon we'll see the northern tip of Lake Michigan and Lake Huron.
And then on the other side, does the lady's dress go away?
Yeah, the nudie pen. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, there'd be a nude lady at the bottom of.
So terrible.
Right where Toledo is right now.
Holy, that's why they call it Holy Toledo.
I'll go Holy Toledo. There it is. Anyway,
that kind of glass.
Things are crazy right now.
Sure.
Because I am moving, and I've got all this stuff, my boxes and everything, and I don't know how I'm going to do all of it.
Dan's posting stuff to sell.
By the end of the month.
If anybody wants anything, Dan's been posting stuff to sell.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of. I don't know why nobody wants my bicycle, Michael.
Really?
Which one did you get? Your Bianchi you're selling?
My Bianchi. I've got Bianchi with it's got a Brooks saddle.
That's a vintage,
nice leather saddle.
It's vintage now, isn't it?
How many years is that? With an Italian-made Silca pump.
God.
I've got comes with a kryptonite lock and all this stuff, and I'm like, hey, $400. Nobody wants it.
God,
that's cheap for it.
Yeah, it's for all that stuff. I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, you'd think like somebody would chime in, like a Matt Carson.
Yeah, why don't you buy
Matt
it?
Carson,
or Robert Gresham.
Maybe that's a Patreon level. Buy Dan's shit.
Robert Gresham, I would think, would be knocking down on your door for that.
What about? Don't they have like a bike exchange or something where you can go into a bike shop and say, how much would you give me for this, like a trade in or a sell?
I don't know. I haven't looked into that.
Is your bike old enough that there are features now on newer bikes that yours doesn't have?
No, it's a fixed gear too.
Just
isn't
a
it?
Bianchi fixed, street bike. It's a fixed gear, but it's got a freewheel on it.
Okay,
it's not fixed anymore. Is it? It's free?
Well, it's not fixed. It's freewheel, but it's a single gear, I should say.
Yeah.
You guys are just saying words, and I'm not.
Well, if it's fixed gear, Tom, you can't. As you move the pedal.
Yeah.
You can't go backwards.
Oh, okay.
Well, you can go backwards, but you're effectively pedaling backwards. There's just a 1-to-1 relationship between the pedaling forward and backward and the back wheel. It's just all one,
Yeah.
Oh, for real? Oh, so so it's
that's
not
like
even
for the real hardcore.
Yeah.
But it's not like a freewheel. Like if you can't stop pedaling.
You can't stop. You keep pedaling, so you have to do these weird tricks.
You slow down. Yeah, you slow yourself down. So if you're in the old days, no, you can't coast. There's no coasting.
No wonder no one's buying this piece of garbage. It's going to break your ankles.
I don't have that, Tom.
Oh,
it used to be
Mike
that.
is asking about. It comes that way stock. You have to buy a freewheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's just fucking. I don't want to. It's like I don't want to bog it down, but you don't understand, dude. I'm getting rid of everything I own. Almost.
That's we got to get Dan that T-shirt. You don't understand.
I'm keeping the records and the record cabinet and the record player and the speakers, but the speakers are massive, and I'm like, what am I keeping these?
And this chair. I'm taking this chair.
And this thermos.
And this dog. I don't need a dog.
And this ashtray. This paddleball game. Before we get into the minute, there was a question I keep wanting to ask you, Dan, since our last coffee conversation. What do you do how do you store your beans before you grind them?
I'm aware that there's some sort of way you're supposed to store your beans. I just have a big
lima
jar
beans.
that has lima beans.
What's that from?
Tell me where the lima beans are
from.
You said they were in aisle
Kids
3,
in the Hall.
and they
That's
aren't.
I just feel sick about this whole thing.
Can you tell me where
I'll come over tomorrow. I'll bring the Paul Simon tape.
Okay.
I'll bring mahogany. I'll bring
I'll throw
Paul
in
Simon
a bottle of scotch.
Will
bottle
do.
of scotch and a written apology.
Okay.
Okay.
Lima beans.
All right, but I put it in a. We'll post
All right,
that.
go ahead.
I put it in a jar that has that stop, the rubber gasket.
like
so it's
mason
like
jar or
it's like
something.
a mason jar that goes tight. It's airtight.
And just a room
It's on
temperature.
derriere.
You're not like a freezer person.
I'm not a freezer person. Although in the freezer, this gets into my whole. This is the problem with moving too, is that you don't know which of all of your little quirks you're going to be able to satisfy in some new place. But I have a tiny little air stopper in the freezer with beans in it that are my emergency beans. So if I somehow forget to buy new beans, which doesn't happen, but it's like I've got too much going on and I run out of beans.
Yeah.
These are the emergency beans that will get me through the next morning.
Break glass.
So that I can buy beans. They're my break glass beans.
I want the emergency beans to be like you throw them on the ground and there's like a big, puff of smoke or something, and then you make your escape or something.
So
all
anyway,
right, well, that's good to
beans, know. Good. So anyway, so that's
Lima beans.
That's how I store my beans. Why do you ask this question though?
I don't because I currently have some beans in the freezer, and I know some people say, "Hey, put them in the freezer." One thing I don't like having them in the freezer because then when I go to grind them, the grinding happens less smoothly. They're kind of like there's a little bit of clumpiness to the beans from being in the freezer, and it's just a little bit annoying to deal with. And so I wondered if that was something I really need to be doing according to a Dan Lewis, or no.
Oh my God, I can't take this already.
Well, you know what? You know what you can take? You can take minute 101 of Trading Places, Mike. And it goes a little something like this.
Goddamn Google. Where do I store my beans? Dan just got done talking about how we just don't understand. He's in the middle of moving. Nobody will buy a great bike that he has.
I think Dan likes sharing his coffee and food knowledge.
Dan, here's a well-adjusted household question. I'm trying to up my bean game.
The one problem I have in life is my beans are a little cold. What do you do,
My electric
Dan?
Mustang. Well, I took my electric Mustang to buy some premium beans.
Should I store my beans in the frunk of my
Dan
electric
just told
Mustang?
Us he looked over to the right because there's boxes sitting there. So he's in the middle of moving, and you're, where can I, in my nice neighborhood, store my beans?
Is it? I want to know if Mike or if Dan has one box that's opened. It's full, but it's open, and on top is the teddy bear that he still has that nobody really knows about, but it's his, and it goes with him everywhere. That's what I want.
I do have a stuffed orangutan that my mom got me.
Oh, really?
My mom will sometimes buy me these inexplicable gifts as an adult.
That's what moms do.
But it was probably 15 years ago now that she got me this thing.
We all got stuff. You see,
it's sitting there, and I'm like, I can't get rid of this. This my mother gave this to me.
Right.
And yet, I'm like, what am I doing?
No, you got to keep it.
Yeah.
That's what everybody says, by the way, about everything. And do you want to know why? It's because they can't be where your head is. They are not moving.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to keep stuff.
They go, oh, you got to keep that.
Do you? Does he?
It's worthless to talk to people about it. You know what I mean? I don't even ask anymore.
Part of it is probably they think that they are on your side by saying, oh, I am understanding that you have a connection to this, a connection that cannot be broken by you throwing it away, so don't do that.
But here's where it bothers me, and this is kind of gets into some other things too. Being on your side is helping you make this decision. That would be what being on your side is.
Dan, your mom didn't want you to hold on to that for 30 years. You can let the orangutan go, give it to some kid who will love it more than you do. I'm on your side. That kind of thing.
It's exactly. Or
but
they might go,
it's only one thing, right?
What?
The orangutan. It's only one stuffed animal.
Every single thing is one thing.
That's true.
That's kind of true.
Everything in boxes right now, everything I've decided to keep, that's all one thing. Everything I've decided to get rid of is all one thing.
Lewis's first law of physics. Everything is just one thing.
Everything is just one thing.
No, you know what I call that?
What?
I call that damming on Garza's law.
See, that works.
According to Garza's law, you can get rid of that orangutan and still have all your other things. Yeah.
So it's That's fun.
It is fun. I'm having fun right
But
now.
I got one stuffed animal that I kept.
Look at that.
Oh, I like that one.
Who's that guy?
Mike's got a stuffed animal out of the fucking nightmares right now.
Yeah, well, this was
it looks like an old potato sack repurposed into a sloth from Goonies.
If you should die
it's a rabbit, and it's got a mustache. It's a rabbit.
It does.
And my grandmother made this for me.
Aw, okay.
So I used to sleep with the ear on my head like this.
Oh, nice.
And if I lay down and I put that on my head, I would fall asleep in 3 minutes still.
Wow. Does it still work?
Over there. Yeah.
If I die before I wake.
And its name was creatively Bunny.
Dental plan.
Where's Bunny? Dental plan. If I
Lisa needs braces
before I wake. Yeah, but it's only one thing. That's only one thing. It's the only stuffed animal I have.
I've got one thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of one, here's minute 101. Minute 101 of Trading Places. This begins with Lewis and Billy Ray heading to the escalator that will bring them to their destiny. As they disappear from view, Coleman admits to Ophelia that he could use a stiff drink, and would she care to join him, which she does. We then arrive in fancy New York City at the base of the Twin Towers, where the Dukes arrive in a limo and are greeted by a guy named Wilson. We then see a yellow cab pull up and let out our heroes, Billy Ray and Lewis.
So I have a Connecticut question for you then.
All right.
Because I totally spaced that they go to New York.
Okay.
Because first of all, is all the trading they do in New York? Do they go to the World Trade Center?
Yeah.
And so, because I know Connecticut, your dad was a commuter into New York. You did it for a while. How far is Philadelphia by train to New York City?
Oh, see, that's a tricky. Probably like an hour.
I thought you would know, like, because
I should. I'm sure there are people.
I
think there are people. I think I knew people at some point who actually commuted from Philadelphia to New York.
Yeah, there are people.
Because it is a commuter. It's a commuter thing, right?
Yeah, you can. I think it's like an hour and a half.
And in fact, I think the train that they show looks maybe like a commuter train. Is it?
Well, it's an Amtrak. Yeah, it's an Amtrak.
Okay, an Amtrak.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, why don't you, Michael? Why don't you look it up?
I am.
Yeah, look it up.
Music
Jimmy,
just didn't go.
Thank you.
No, I do.
1 hour and 17. So the fastest is 1 hour and 17 minutes.
Sweet.
In Tokyo, it's a 12-minute trip to go that far. You can go that far in 12 minutes, and it's very clean.
Yes, and very efficient.
In the planet of
Connecticut question in King Michael's court.
Yeah. And if you bend time and space using Damon Garza's law,
get there last week.
Yeah, you get there before you even thought about it.
No, Damon Garza's law is everything is just one thing. Right, you're thinking of Mark Campbell's law.
Yeah. And the not to be confused with the I forget who he didn't name yet. Not to be confused.
You thinking of Bill Parker?
No, not
Bill Parker. It was Captain America's Paradox.
I can do this all day.
Which says that you can't buy a train ticket for a trip you've already taken, which is what happens in Tokyo because they go so fast.
Absolutely.
What about #1 Duke's Razor?
That's right.
Dude, oh yeah. Well, we already did him, but that's fine. You're talking about Shuckman's razor?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shuckman's razor or
Shuckman's razor is always take the shortest and easiest distance.
Yeah.
From Philadelphia to New York.
Don't go from Philadelphia to DC, then back to Philadelphia, and then to New York.
No, you should use Shuckman's razor.
Yeah. Or it's Achman's #1 Duke.
Achman's Duke.
Achman's Duke.
Yeah.
So about this minute, I didn't know, we get this establishing shot of the World Trade Center, the World Towers. And for the younger listeners, there used to be these two towers.
Yeah.
In Lower Manhattan, there were these big towers, and there was an accident. But is that where the New York Stock Exchange is?
I guess so.
Was it at that site? I
think that it is literally why it is the World Trade Center.
But I don't know if the stock exchange is like under or was in a different part of it. But there was.
I thought the stock exchange was in a different building. I thought there was a building that is the New York Stock Exchange building, but of course I didn't have time to look it up. Look it up.
Well, because I looked this up that they were actually filmed. Like the whole floor scene is in the COMEX trading floor inside World Trade Center 4, so Tower 4.
Okay.
4.
Okay, so it's in the complex.
Yeah, it's in the big complex of the World Trade Center.
But it was the COMEX trading floor, so I don't know how many different commodities. Maybe that's the commodities are traded there.
That makes sense.
Trading.
Yeah, it makes sense.
God,
it's coming from a layman.
Yeah, lemon.
It's got a good taste.
No.
Before we even get there, I always wonder every time this happens. I would love to be a fly on the wall as Coleman and Ophelia are having drinks. I want to know what they're chatting about. Mike could care less.
I find that interesting. They've just to get to Tommy's point. I find it interesting too. This is just after Ophelia and Coleman say goodbye to Winthrop and Valentine. As Winthrop and Valentine say goodbye in a very strange way, which I'd like to try one day, which is that they go on a down escalator and turn around.
Completely around.
Right.
So that they're just in unison. Of disappearing across the horizon from the people, and they're just lowering down. And I don't know, it's very strange.
Very cinematic.
I would like to say goodbye to somebody that way someday. Yeah. That would be fun. And then for some reason that I don't really fully understand, but they go back to Ophelia and Coleman and he goes, I could use a stiff drink because he's, an alcoholic, as we established.
And he's British.
And he's British, and he's a butler, so of course he needs a brandy.
He never gets out of the house, so he just wants to have fun.
Stiff upper lip drink.
And he goes, I could use a stiff drink. He's like, would you like to join me? And she goes, and then the way they do it, she's a prostitute. I'm just like, oh my God, they're gonna have sex.
Oh geez. He could use a stiff one. That's not what he meant. Wait a minute. Hang on.
I could use a stiff one.
I got a
She's
stiffy.
Like, you and me both.
I don't know about you, but I got a stiffy. What do we do?
All right.
You're a pro.
Mike doesn't like that.
Could you use a stiff one? Because, okay.
So it's just weird. And I don't know why they do that scene. I mean, I guess because they haven't really talked that much.
Right. They're both like friends of a friend. Like their glue is not there. Like, but they both know Lewis, but they don't know each other. So it
establishes them as a whole friendly network of people now.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it is. But it's interesting that they waste any time on that in the movie. You could have cut that out.
You could easily have cut right from them going down the escalator to choo-choo trains and World Trade Centers. Yeah. Have you guys ever been to the Twin Towers?
No.
No.
You should hurry up and go. I mean, wait.
Man, what a tragedy. You know, we could have used that day.
What?
Captain America
and his paradox. I guess
I understood that reference.
No, I've never.
We also could have used Dork Snorter Supporter House.
All right,
we
stop.
could have used.
See, but I was working them in. I was working them in artfully, and Tom just keeps glomming
He was the
onto
one
my
guy.
ideas.
I think he's the one guy we haven't mentioned yet.
He is.
Okay.
But which I'm tracking.
Yeah.
But you worked it in a very clumsily.
Okay, mine doesn't count. We'll pretend I didn't.
It counts.
Say it. No.
Oh, so I guess that's why the music didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I guess that's why the sound effect.
Why his little drop didn't happen. Yeah. So,
right, his drop didn't happen.
But you'll know when it happens. That was the real one. You'll see.
All right.
You'll see. I have been. I did go once as a kid. I don't know, maybe like 13 or something.
Yeah.
My cousin and I drove into the city and got hopelessly lost and couldn't get back out of the city because we spent all our money going to the top of the World Trade Center, and it was a whole stressful thing, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Those are the things you remember.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, fun little character thing. The Dukes are getting out of the car.
Yeah.
And they're greeted by Wilson. He says, hello, Mr. Randolph or whatever, Mr. Duke. And Mortimer actually says, Wilson. And I think that's the first time we've seen either of them acknowledge somebody getting in or out of a car.
They both say it.
Do they both say it?
Does
both Randolph say it? Oh, okay,
yes.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Maybe they have a little more respect for Wilson because he's not he's not like the chauffeur. He's not like a servant. He actually works for them.
He's their man on the ground.
He's their man on the ground. He's the man in the pits. So.
Turn
foreshadowing.
Of course, keeping with the class difference theme throughout the movie, they get out of a limousine, and then in the same spot pulls up a taxi cab, and that's what Valentine and Winthrop get out of.
Yeah,
the Love Taxi Company, New York City.
Love brand taxi.
Mm-hmm.
That almost looks like the opening of a sitcom. Like, one guy pulls up in a limo, another guy pulls up in a cab.
Oh my God, when will this end?
just
you hear a goofy
that's
song.
All I had. Yeah. Like a repurposed Billy Joel song or something.
All we hear is the electric hum of an electric Mustang. Just going by.
Not that loud of a hum. It's a very gentle
when
sound.
will it end? It's like when will it stop starting? When will he stop starting that?
Dear wife and son, doesn't this remind you of a sitcom? One guy getting out of this, one guy getting out of this.
They're two very different cars, and they say a lot
That's to
about
Tom's point. That's the way. That's the kind of little trick that they would use in the sitcom
that's
opening
all I'm
sequence,
saying.
where they would have the same shot but two different cars on the thing, and they're trying to tell a little story in 1 second.
And that's exactly
it
how it felt when I had dinner with you at El Woods, and you got into your electric Mustang.
That's right.
And I got into my little tiny Nissan Kicks.
Mike got in,
on it.
Mike got into his Yaris.
I got into my Yaris with Uber sticker. My Yugo.
You go away.
I totally forgot that Tommy got an electric Mustang.
The electric
so funny.
Mustang.
It was on the show and everything.
I love that it's two generations away from horses. First you had the engine that was getting away from horses, and now he's electric. It's so far away from horses, and yet the car is still named after a horse.
Yeah. Still beams that image right on the sidewalk.
That's right.
Beams
Like
the image on the sidewalk.
I want to change it to the bat signal. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Have a little bat on there. The Batman keeps showing up.
Oh, sorry, I gotta go. That's a bat signal.
It's like, what's going on? Am I needed here? You're like, no, it's just my customized car.
Oh.
He goes, but there's a school bus full of kids falling off a bridge right now. Why did you bring me over here, Tommy?
Yeah.
I could have done something. What you wanted was Mustang Man. He should have shown up. Just
that'd be good if a centaur shows up.
Centaur shows up with a mask and a cape. Could happen.
No, it couldn't.
No, it probably couldn't. You're right.
Jesus, stuff that couldn't happen doesn't happen.
That's right.
Also known as Dork Supporter House's Law.
There you go. Yeah. Well done. We did it, you guys. We did it.
We did it.
I will say this. I will just. I love when movies are filmed in and take place in New York City. I will always love that. And to the point where I am like, I remember when I just saw this again recently, but when I saw the movie Heat in the theater when it came out, for some reason I went in thinking like, oh, this will be a cool like New York bank robbery movie. And within minutes I realized it was in Los Angeles, and I actually went, oh well.
He got into his electric Mustang and left.
We didn't have electric Mustangs back then, Mike. This was back in the 1990s or something. But yeah. Have you guys seen Heat? Is that we were talking a while ago about, maybe last episode, a couple episodes ago, about like how there used to be the trope. We're kind of getting out of the idea that women in movies are just like the wife who talks the man through his work problems or something, or like, oh, I'm the DA, I'm having a hard time work. My wife made me a pot roast. I'll talk to her about it, or whatever.
Or she gives him the key to solve the case. She says something that unlocks the.
Say that again,
mystery.
Honey.
Yeah, and then he unravels it because he's the smart one.
But this movie Heat, which is 3 hours long and feels every second of it. I don't like this movie. If you cut out half of it, it'd be a good movie. But all you have to do is cut out all the women in the movie, because all they are that. They're just like, there's like a guy in the woman, or the woman in the guy's life, and he sometimes goes and talks to her. I'm saying the roles are useless.
Tom said no women in movies. That's what he just said.
I said no. I said none of these women in this Heat movie, because they don't do anything.
There's no reason to have these are perfunctory women.
Perfunctory women. They take up a lot of time in the movie, and they add up to nothing.
The whole movie is that because they talk about
just like real women.
Exactly. High five.
It's the scene where Pacino and De Niro are at like the diner. Like that was supposed to be like, oh, this is like the best acted scene where the two of them are finally face to face and they're sitting at the diner.
Yeah, either that or, oh my God, we almost finished filming this movie. We didn't put them in a scene together. Scramble.
But I'm saying that was like, everybody says, oh, that was the best acted scene ever.
Do people say that?
They say it's a very intense scene between the two.
Well, they just say it's
a
like
good scene.
It's a good scene, but isn't it mostly just iconic because it's finally the two of them in a movie together?
Well, it's kind of like Robert Duvall and Michael Douglas when they finally get face to face and falling down.
Yes.
You're not like me at all.
Or like Chevy Chase and Bill Murray in Caddyshack. They finally got them in the room together.
Okay, Tom.
All right.
Very annoyed.
I can tell.
Cannonball.
But yes, somebody please cut out all the women from Heat and then show me that, and I bet it'll be a nice tight movie and I'll enjoy it.
Well, you can do it. You have all that.
I suppose I could.
You could
do it.
There goes my afternoon.
I used to. I did for. I had access to all this editing equipment and all this stuff back in the Chicago Tribune days.
Oh yeah.
And for a friend as a birthday gift for her, my best friend Anjali, she loves this movie called Six Below. I want to say it's called Six Below. She loves the dogs. It's all about the dog. It's a Disney live action movie about the guy who he's on an Arctic expedition or something, and he has to leave, but he has no choice. He has to leave the dogs.
Was it a dog sled movie?
It's like a dog sled guy, and he has to leave the dogs. And the whole movie is about how these dogs are stuck there, and it's like in a blizzard, and it's like they're not going to make it. But it's all about this story of these dogs.
Wow. And it's just the dogs for a while? It's like...
Yeah, and it's like you just get the dogs, and you just watch the dogs like surviving and stuff for a while. But then they keep cutting back to the people. Mm-hmm. And she was always saying this. She was always saying, I'd love this movie if it was just the dogs.
Oh, sure. That sounds cool.
So I did an edit for her where it was I cut out all of the human parts, except for like... I did leave it in where like there'd be like one line. It was so funny. It'd be like dogs, dogs, dogs surviving. And then it would cut back to like this establishing shot in Seattle or something. And then this one woman just going like, oh, what are we going to do about those dogs? And then it would just cut back to the dogs.
Here's what you do about the dogs.
I wonder if she still has this. This was, obviously this is 20 years ago.
That's cool.
But I wonder if she still has it.
I know what you're going to say. That's a lot like when I took the dinner scene in India from Temple of Doom and cut out all the Willie Scott and Short Round stuff with all the gross food at the one end of the table so you could just have the kind of cool, interesting conversation at the other end of the table with the grown-ups.
That's a horrible movie.
I like that movie.
Yeah, I know you do, Tom.
I can't argue that it's great, but I like it.
Both of those things are true. It's a horrible movie that Tommy likes.
See, I was to it. Yeah, I just got back from my trip from Frankfurt, and I was lucky enough to get a business class upgrade. And you know what's so good about that is Tom's never there.
Oh, that's
that's one of the main perks of business class.
That and the ice cream sundae cart.
Oh, you got an ice cream sundae cart?
I want that.
Good Lord.
You know what the greatest thing about it is, and it shows you that how much air travel sucks, is when you get that upgrade and you're off the wait list and you're like, I have it. I don't have to worry anymore. When you walk through the airport and you see people just congesting right by the gate, and you're going to have to fight every last one of those motherfuckers to get your shit up in the thing and get in your seat before somebody elbows you in the jaw. Yeah. You don't have to worry about any of that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
That's beautiful.
And you just say, go ahead, fucking fight it out. You're going to go right. I'm going to go left. Beautiful. I'm going to go right down here, and they're going to have a little sparkling wine ready for me.
It's like assigned seating at the movie theater. You buy your ticket weeks in advance.
That means nothing.
It means exactly the same thing. You know exactly where you're going to be.
The movie's over in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You'll be on a flight for goddamn 9.5 hours.
What if the movie's really good and you
sleep? They have a nice meal for you. They can bring the ice cream by.
That is nice.
They say, would you like the ice cream cart, the bar? What would you like on it? I said, well, give me some of that. She's like, why don't you just take it all? I'll put everything on there for you. I said, do that. And I go, what's on the bottom there? Oh, that's like a toffee sliced cheesecake. Would you like that as well? You know what? Throw that on there as well.
How many times am I on this plane? Yes, please.
Yeah, we also have a fruit plate. Why don't you give me would you like one of those as well? There's no limit to it.
That sounds exactly like the Eddie Murphy as a white guy undercover thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Turns out when no one's around, white people just give each other
just take this money. I got money for you. Take it.
That's hilarious. I love that.
Just take it.
Just take it.
I'm buying this newspaper.
Just take it. You don't have to buy it. Yeah, he winks at him.
Yay. Do we have any kind of trivia or anything? I know your life is in boxes right now, Dan, so I'll understand if you don't have anything ready as the self-appointed czar of...
and no AI.
No AI?
Trivia.
Okay.
Oh, I already asked AI for trivia.
Oh, okay.
Except for, I thought I'd do a reverse psychology. I told it, give me 5 untrue trivia questions.
Nice.
Be true now.
For a huge fan of the movie Trading Places.
Oops, accuracy.
Ready?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Sock it to me.
What Ivy League school did Lewis Winthorpe III graduate from, as mentioned in the film?
Oh,
Harvard. It's heavily implied that he went to Harvard. He has a Harvard tie.
It says correct answer is none. The movie never specifies his alma mater.
Interesting.
Not even their untrue trivia questions are untrue.
Wow.
What is the name of the luxury yacht where the Dukes host their annual holiday party? The Silver Dollar, the Prosperity, the Heritage, or the Duke of Fortune? Or
let's say the Duke
none
of
the above.
When the holiday party was in a building where the salmon was.
I like
Which
this, though.
iconic disco track plays during Billy Ray Valentine's first scene in the film?
Bum 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 bum
Le
bum
Freak by
bum.
Chic, Super Freak by Rick James, Got to Be Real by Cheryl Lynn, or Staying Alive by the Bee Gees?
Of course, it is none of those. It is
None of
it is
those.
Do You Want to Funk? But
Do
any
You
one of
That's
those
not Do
would
You
have
Want
been
to
fun.
Funk? It says his first scene.
Oh, his first scene.
Yeah.
But he's just on the street. There's no music playing.
Good job, Tommy. Which
See?
famous actor made a surprise?
They're
Which
false,
famous
Tom.
actor made a surprise cameo as a janitor during the final stock exchange scene? Bill Murray, Robin Williams, Steve Martin, or Gene Hackman?
All of the above.
That was Gene Hackman. Yeah.
They were all there, and they were
And
all
finally, what secret code phrase does Ophelia use to confirm Billy Ray and Winthorpe's trading plan?
Rucksack.
Pork bellies are ripe. Duke season is over. The crop report is in, or we strike at dawn.
My T-bills are on their back for another month.
Those are almost as good as the ones that they normally give us.
They kind of are. Yeah.
It's about the same.
And that was not trivia.
Yeah. That was not trivia. Yay!
What do you got, Tom? Anything?
I have absolutely nothing. I could. Oh,
Love
let
nothing
me
like
do
it.
this real quick. Give me, because I have this the Notebook LM thing that actually has.
And
the
when we're
script.
done with this, I have to tell you the story about when I went bananas in the gym.
Oh
my God, of course.
Yeah.
We got word of
Because
this.
I reflected upon that the other day.
Do it
got
as Tommy looks. Go ahead.
No, because it can't stop.
Okay, no, real quick. Okay,
Can't stop,
what specific
won't stop.
item does Lewis Winthorpe III's chart initially suggest will reach a high price before selling? Ultimately, whoa, what? Okay, I can't even read that one. When the Duke brothers first offer Billy Ray Valentine a job, what is his starting annual salary? That's a good question.
Do they say it?
60,000 or something.
I think this is
80?
the right answer. I think it's 80. It says 80
Yeah,
here, and I
Something
think
like
that's
that.
correct.
80,000.
Yeah.
Excellent.
What is the
Excellent
name
salary for 1983.
Sure. What is the name of the security expert hired by the Dukes to obtain the crop report? Okay, Clarence speaks. I don't know if he's a security expert. Sure. In the commodity exchange, besides frozen orange juice, what other specific commodities are mentioned as being traded? Oh, we haven't gotten
Coffee?
here yet, but bars of gold, a slice of bread. No,
That's
it says,
all from his little.
Yeah,
that's
we're
from
talking.
his-
They're on
yeah.
on the boards there.
They're
or
on the
whatever.
floor,
It
right?
says
on the
here
big board.
Gold, silver. It's on the big board. Gold, silver, platinum, heating oil, propane, cocaine, and sugar, and other precious bodily fluids. What is the final amount of the bet between Randolph and Mortimer? Okay, we all know.
$1.
Okay, Mike. More importantly, Mike has the floor. He killed a man in a gym. Is that right?
I didn't do that.
Oh.
That's not right to say.
He almost
Not
did,
right
though.
to say. No,
Come on now.
no. I go.
Be real.
As I mentioned, I go to that Planet Fitness thing, right? The Planet
Yeah.
Fitness where it's like $10 a month, and they have a little section there. It's like an alcove or whatever they're called, and it says 30-minute workout right there, right? And
Right.
it has, you go in there and it has a semicircle of machines, and then in the middle they have a line of like steps, like steppers, like you step up, you step down, like a raised platform,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Like, so, and then there's a stops, there's a traffic light in there. It just goes red and green, and it says as you walk in, there's a pole with a sign and a big heavy round base on it. This plays heavy in the story.
Oh no.
Where it says on it, this is a circuit. This is a room for circuit training.
This is a
You know,
room.
this is not single-use machines.
Okay.
This, I'm paraphrasing,
Seems
this
very
area
clear.
is monitored frequently by staff.
All right.
In other words, and I look at the machines, and it starts with a chest press, then it goes a leg press,
Sure.
then it goes like, it's push pull, and it works
Yeah.
in legs. And the thing is that you go in there and you start on the stepper machine and you wait until it goes green. It's green for
Then
1
you
minute.
wait. Yeah.
1 minute. So you do as many reps as you can in 1 minute. Then it goes red, and it's red for 30 seconds. That's your rest. Okay. So
Right.
you're only supposed to be on the machine for 1 minute, and then you move to the next
Okay.
as you have your rest. So you start on the stepper, 1 minute, then you go to the chest press, then you go to the next stepper, then you go to the next machine.
Sounds like a
Very,
circuit.
very easy to do, right? So I'm driving there, and this was a day right before I was leaving for Frankfurt. And I think it's 3 minutes away. So I said on my lunch break, because I was working from home, I said, I'm going to go hit that real quick. I'll be in and out of there in 40 minutes. I'll be back home. So I
Right.
said, I'll do the 30-minute. Maybe I should just run. Maybe I should just do quick 3 miles. And then I'm like, no, I want to lift some weights before I get on the plane. And in my
Okay.
head, I go there, it's going to not, and I'm having a conversation with myself. Michael, don't do that. It's not going to work out right. It's not going to happen right because there's always, every fucking time, there's somebody that doesn't fucking understand this thing.
Yeah.
And I
Right.
said, no,
You got to
self.
factor that in.
Yeah. And I go, no, it's the middle of the day on whatever day it was, Monday. It's going to be it's going to be quiet. There's going to be nobody there. And he says, well, it's not the way it works. Just get on the treadmill and get the fuck out of there. I'm like, no, I'm going to try this. So I go in and there's nobody in there, right? As I walk in there and I say, okay, establish yourself in a position. And you're supposed to go in line. I get it. If somebody wants to jump in and start, in the middle
Step
and go all the
5
way
or whatever,
around,
yeah.
I'm fine with that,
Right.
right? They can make their adjustments as long as you stay within the cycle. So there's nobody in there. So I go in and I get right on the chest press. I skip the first stepper. I go right on the chest press. I sit down. I wait for the rest to stop. I go green. Boom, boom, boom. As I'm doing that, guy walks in, starts on the machine next to me. So I go, okay, maybe he's starting there and he's going to fucking follow around, but he's real close to me now. I'm starting to get a little pissed.
Yeah. Timing's
because
gotta
I
be
know
perfect.
it's not going to happen. And he's got his phone in his hand,
Oh
and
boy.
so he doesn't start. He's done the minute the tell is they're not looking up at the stop at the traffic light.
Right.
Traffic light. If they're looking at the traffic light, which I've never seen, not one motherfucker do this. If they look at the traffic sign, they're following the rules, right?
Yeah.
So this guy just sits down, and I don't like this machine anyways because it hurts my knees. So I'm letting this one go.
Okay.
So, and I know he's in there for the long haul. He's going to do like 4 or 5 sets. So I do my stepper, but I face him like he's right there, and I'm stepping up, stepping down. So I'm looking at him. I'm going to shame him
Stepping
anyway.
up, stepping down.
Yeah, and I get physically or visually upset, and then I go to the next machine.
So you skip the leg thing.
I skipped the leg thing, but I was okay with that.
Yeah.
And I'm okay for a couple times, right? And then as I get to a certain point, another woman comes in on a machine that I've already done, right? So she's not in my way anymore.
Right.
But she does the same thing. She sets things down. She starts doing sets, and 3-4 minutes pass. She's still sitting on that fucking machine. Another guy comes in, is on a machine that I've just got finished. All of these machines, mind you, exist in duplicate in the main room, and,
Right.
and 1 or 2 of those machines exist in triplicate.
Yeah.
Right. So,
But they're not. But they're full, so they're taking advantage, or they're just not paying attention
it's
and don't
not
care.
the gym is not crazy right now. Okay.
So those
They're just using it.
machines could
I'm
be
just going to
free.
go sit in here. It's a nice, quiet little area, and they're setting up shop.
That's,
These
I
people
guess,
are
my
sitting on
main
the
question.
machines.
I don't want to derail your story, but
Sure. No, ask
they're
questions.
doing it for what? They're doing it because they're like, this is where I like to do it, and this is where I
Yes.
want to do it.
Yes.
Like in Louis C.K.'s joke, when they're all the way on the right hand lane and they decide to turn left, they go, well, "This is the way I like to do it."
Yeah.
They're like, but
I'm
this is the way I
sorry.
go.
This is
I don't
not
like
the
to
way
go.
I
I'm
usually
sorry,
like
but this
to
is
do
the way
it."
that I do it. Yeah.
As he
Yeah,
goes
like,
a 3-lane change. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's there. Even if they were in the other room, just to take over a machine and not be aware of other people bugs the shit out of me to begin with.
Of course.
Do your 3 sets, but look around, and if somebody's standing there, hey, you want to work in? Boom. They just put their head down, and these young people are like on their phones for like 5 minutes between each one. I'm like, 1 minute, you're in, you're out. But they're behind me, so I'm not gonna. I'm telling myself, don't get hung up on this. Don't get hung up on this. You're almost through this fucking thing. So
Right.
I have about 7 minutes to go if you do the math. And in walks this son of a bitch motherfucker, and he goes right to the last machine, which is the ab crunch machine.
Yeah.
Which after you've had a long run through these things, and if you do a set for a minute without stopping, you're burning.
Yeah.
And I like that one because it helps my back and it feels nice and relaxing. So I like to end on that
you get
one.
a good. Yeah.
So I do the math. I go, I'm going to hit that machine in 6 minutes. And this guy sits down. He has a plastic bag in his hand. And he sits down and he starts doing these stretches. And nobody's looking at the fucking machine or the lights. And I go, here it comes. Here it comes. And He gets out one of those big monster drinks and he pops the top and he sets it on the floor, takes a little sip like it's a fucking Modelo.
Perfect.
And I go, here we go. He is a monster. And I'm going and I'm getting closer and every time I get to the next machine, I take my phone and I slam it down on the top.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking up and every time I do eye contact, I look up at the light, at the stoplight.
Yeah.
And nobody's getting it. They don't fucking get it. And then, so now I'm on the last thing. It's been 6 minutes. This guy's done one set and he's sitting there and I'm standing right in front of him on the stepper and he won't look at me.
Mm-hmm.
So then I go confrontation time because it's now my turn on this machine.
Yep,
and I stand right there and I go, and he looks up finally because he's doing these like stretches and he finally looks up and I'm like right here. I go, this is a circuit. And he goes, so what? And that's it. And I go, what do you mean? So what? I go, let's
dance.
I go, this is a calculated, scripted circuit. And he goes, what's your problem? And then I walk over to this big, heavy fucking sign and I drag it all the way up to him and I lean it right up to him. And it has the big, heavy like base. So it doesn't tip over. It goes whoop, whoop, whoop. And I drag it. I go, it's a 30-minute circuit. I go, this is not for
a person should be expected to run the circuits.
Right.
That's
and
the
I go,
whole
do you
obvious
see the light
thing.
up there? I go, do you see the fucking light up there? I go, it's 1 minute on, 1 minute. I go, you should not be on this machine. And I look at the other two, and you should not be doing it. And you should not be doing it. And he goes, I just got here, man. I go, 6 minutes, 1 minute on, 30 seconds off, 1 minute on, 30 seconds off, 6 minutes. And he says, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he used the word fuck. And he's pretty much like, whatever, man. And then, so I said, whatever, man. And I walked up to the front desk.
Yeah.
And I said, I fucking had it with this place. I fucking had it with this place. I go, you guys, first of all, it says right there on the fucking wall, no lunkheads. No lunkheads. What's a lunkhead?
Yeah.
A person that has, drops their weight, screams and grunts. And,
doesn't consider other people.
Yeah.
Right.
I go, so you're over advertising shit that you don't police.
Yeah.
I go, in that room, it's a fucking disaster.
We got a full lunkhead.
I go, every time I come here, I try to use that machine and I follow the fucking rule of that room and nobody follows the goddamn rules. You're supposed to be, it says right on the sign, you're supposed to be monitoring it. And it's very easy to tell who's not and who's not. There's a guy in there and he told me to fuck off. I go, you're not going to tell me to fuck off. You're not going to tell me to fuck off when I'm doing the right thing. And the guy's like, settle down, man. Settle down. I'm like, settle down.
He doesn't know who the lunatic is.
Settle down.
I'm not even on a dog bowl. What are you talking about?
I go, this whole thing is set up for somebody to come in and be out in 30 minutes. I got to go back to work. I go, that's the whole
That's what bothers
point.
me about it. Yeah. You have to be able to expect it to go a certain amount of time.
And I just kept, I was like pleading with him at that point. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I am done. And then I said something. I think I blacked out because I said, you know what? I'm done with this place and I'm leaving. And then I stopped myself. I said, you know what? I'm not leaving. And then I started walking back to the section. The guy's like, no, I'll go. And I'm like, no. And I went back and I can't remember what I said, but it was another exchange of fuck yous and whatever.
Yeah.
And then my voice got loud when I was walking back to the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy goes, he goes, can you just leave? I go, why would I leave? I go, why would I fucking leave?
Yeah.
And then he went over and talked to him and I don't know what he said, but then he came back and I said, and I did, I apologized. I said, I'm apologizing for getting upset, but this makes me upset. And he goes, I completely
But I am not apologizing for getting mad at this.
Yeah. Yes. And I go, this is ridiculous. I go, don't advertise this shit.
Yeah.
If you're not going to enforce it.
If you can't police it.
Right.
Wow.
And then I got in the car and I was just punching the door.
I
went absolutely ape shit. Went absolutely ape shit.
So who was the guy on the thing? Was he like a 30-year-old? Was he like old?
He was an 85-year-old man.
No, no, I'm not going to get into
all right
the ins and outs of I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
He was gay.
I'm
And
just
I was going to
curious.
get homophobic.
He was
He
a
was
gay black
blind.
man.
No, he was gay.
He was gay and black, and he was blind.
He's blind. No,
And
he's
he
blind.
was
He's gay. I mean, he's gay. Excuse me, he's
that's
blind.
a clip. We're not making that up.
Eric Weinmayer.
He's gay. He's blind. I mean,
Oh,
He's gay. He's blind.
Well, the thing is, Mike, that the thing that like truly makes me mad, I'm mad about the fact that they don't police the things that they are
Right.
basically duty bound to police. But also underneath that is the thing where no policing should really be required. They should all be able
Right.
to self-police
societal, yeah.
with ourselves. And this is the way. Okay, so this happened to me yesterday. Very similar. Well, similar in some ways, but I get fired up the way you do with these things. I'm at a little French bread shop. I love, very popular. People line up a little bit. I'm in there, and it's just a tight space, and you have to, I'm waiting in line. There's these guys, and you can just tell, I don't know, you can just feel it. You could feel that they don't pay attention to anyone around them. You can just tell they don't care or whatever.
Sure.
There's three guys, and they're coming in, and which is very common where we're all lined up, except for they go near the front of the line because they want to look at what pastries are available. It's a totally understandable thing to not go in the line, instead just like look and then get back to where your spot in line is or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of commotion, and the people that work there are just looking at the next person and going, "What do you want?" They can't be expected to figure out what the line was. So it has to be policed entirely by the people themselves.
Right.
And I could tell I was in Mike's head because I was like, I can feel it.
You see it
can
coming.
feel it.
You see what
The woman in front of me goes, and then they're busy getting her order, and there's no one there at that moment, and they're looking at the case, and you just know the person's going to come back
and take their order.
And look at them and go, what would you like? And that instead of them, and I know that these are the type of guys that are not going to go, oh, I'm sorry, were you next?
Right.
They're not going to do that. Or I'm not sure yet, but I'm like, I have that feeling. Sure enough, she comes back, and I'm waiting for it. I'm so waiting for it.
You want it to happen now.
The guy, she comes back, and she goes, can I help you? He goes, yeah. And I go, I'm next.
Did you say that?
And you break the circuit
and then
sign
they go,
over his head.
and then they're like, stop for a second, and I go, I'm next. I'm just staring at them. I'm next. And they go, oh, I'm sorry. And the guy, and I go, it's all right. I've seen it 1,000 times.
Yeah, I've seen your kind.
That's what I said.
I've seen
Like
that
Larry
movie.
David. Like, I'm like, I saw what you did there. I saw what you did there.
Yeah.
The chat and cut,
Yeah. Or the
Like
peek and cut.
But I could see what they were doing. And I was like, because this is why I have trouble at bars too. Because bars are a kind of very loose. It's not a line per se, but it's sort of like a line. Like occasionally at a bar, but what I will do is go up to the bar, and if there's someone there, I'll make sure that if I get asked, that I go, oh no, I think that person was next.
Yeah.
Or I will simply ask the person, I'm sorry, you still haven't ordered, right? Or I'll do something like that to make sure. And I'm not trying to say I'm a great person. Everybody should be exactly like this.
I did that just the other day at an elevator thing. I was entering the space for the elevator. There are already people waiting for it. It's a small space, and I could see who was already there when I got there, even though when I got there, I'm physically closer to the elevator door when it opens. So people are starting to file in, and I could just file in, but I'm like, oh, wait, I think these guys were here first. And I go, oh, thank you. And they got in first.
Because there's order.
I
We
took the
have to
stairs.
maintain order. It doesn't, and we have to work on this together.
Right.
And but that's why, because the bar is particularly tough, though, because there is no ordained order. So you have
There's
to
no
kind
line.
Yeah, you just find a hole and you go in there.
You find a hole and you go in it, and then you hope that you're not cutting in front of somebody.
Right. You have to be a little bit aggressive, but you're hoping that doesn't make you an asshole.
Because the guy who does that gets rewarded at bars.
Right.
At the pastry shop, they get yelled at by me.
Because
at a bar that can't happen. At a bar, they just sidle up and they don't even look. They've got blinders and they go right to the bar and they go, yeah. Can I get 2 margaritas or whatever? And I'm always standing there like,
Son of a
margaritas.
Bring a round of drinks back or whatever.
I
Whatever. They
wish I
always
was a
order the thing that
strong
takes the
guy.
longest to make. Give me 6 Singapore slings. Yeah. Give me 5 Sex on the Beaches and 6 Singapore slings and shots and flaming blowjobs for everybody. I don't
bottle
know.
of anything to go.
Flaming Moe's.
To go. Yeah,
Good grief.
It's the same
And
thing.
I want it every time that happens. I want society. I want to just go. All of these people should be in prison.
Yeah, well, it's like the same when you open up a like you're at the park, because I don't have a recycle bin here at my place, so I walk to the park, which is just around the corner. and I take my recycles and I put it in the blue bin over there.
Oh,
and
nice.
you open it up and there's just food and and it's like, why
Raccoons
can't
and
people
babies.
just fucking try or understand?
You know what
and
the blue bin is.
Yeah, and
and
it just proves you that it's just not going to work. This whole our great experiment is just not going to work.
Yeah, you're driving behind somebody and you see like a plastic cup sail out the window, and you're like, "Whoa, what?"
You're in Europe. It's process. Like in Europe they have a bins this long, and everything is separated. And you have to think about it, and then you even take things off, and then you look in them, and it's exactly the way it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just note that we don't talk about the things that do work. So many things are keeping society going smoothly.
That is true.
And we would notice them if they were going wrong, but we don't notice them because they're going right. So most of the things are still going right.
If Dan gets cut in line and Mike commits manslaughter at a gym,
not going to do that. Don't say that.
I'm saying if.
No, it's not going to happen.
That's not a bad price to pay for the rest of things. Everything going awesome.
You get pleaded down to.
We're not doing so bad, is what I'm saying. If this is the worst we have to deal with, but it is infuriating. I take it back. It's infuriating.
It is.
Yeah, I do. You just want to just stop everything and just take that one person and say, just walk me through your thought process. Why did you come in to sit on this machine?
Well, that's what I kind of did.
Ignoring the sign, ignoring the light.
Down.
Yeah. But I mean, even if you
brought
did,
the
like
sign physically over to his face,
right?
And I said, "What are you getting? You have no right to get upset with me. I am doing exactly what was laid out in this room, and I am doing it to a fucking T. Right. My eyes are on that machine, green, red. I'm off this machine. Wipe it down real quick. Get to the
pathological
next
about it. I should see a doctor.
Yeah, I'm very like militant about it because I respect that room.
Yeah. There was some, I'm in like a group on Facebook of just like neighborhood, dads or whatever, like Oak Park people, whatever. And somebody posted it. He filmed himself. Like a guy ran a red light and the guy was walking his dog. The guy who was filming this, he's walking his dog. He said, "Hey, red, or stop sign, whatever." And the guy came back and pulled around the block again to like confront him. Like, "Why are you yelling at me? Stop sign. Why'd you yell stop sign at me?" And so the guy filmed this confrontation. He's like, "Look, there are kids in the neighborhood. I'm walking my dog. I don't want anyone to get hurt." He's like, "Are you driving? Have you never blown through a stop sign or anything?" It's like this. What I'm saying is walking the guy through his thought process might not work. The guy might just be a dick and mindless and not thinking about anybody but themselves.
But
because they often don't even connect. They'll get mad when they have zero leg to stand on.
Right. That's what this guy was. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's unbelievable to me. If someone does something on the road to me, I'm like, "Hey, what the fuck?" And they're like, "What's your problem?" And I'm like, "It was obviously the thing you just did."
Well, sorry, Grandma. Yeah.
Like if they go like, "Oh, I'm sorry," then they're immediately forgiven.
Right.
But that's all they got to do is just go, "Oh, I didn't mean to. I was rude just then."
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Which I've done.
Stop sign. Of course. Stop sign is one of those things that everybody kind of rolls through it when nobody's there.
Yeah, but there's rolling through it and just speeding through it.
Right. No, I rolled through it.
I don't think there should be many stop signs.
No, we've had this conversation.
It should be mostly yield signs.
One. I rolled. I went one. And it was I came to an almost complete stop, but I kept rolling and there's nobody there. But this other car is pulling up as where I'm turning. And as I turned, the guy honks at me and he rolls down his window and I go, "What?" And he goes, it's a stop sign. And I go, "Yeah, I kind of rolled through it." And he's like, and he did this thing, and he looked like the actor who played Amadeus. Was it Tim Hulse or whatever? What is that?
Yeah, Tom
Hulse. Tom Hulse. He's looking at him, he's like, "But," and he started shaking his head like he couldn't understand it. Like, "But stop sign." I go, "Yeah," and I fucking rolled through it. I fucking rolled through it. I'm sorry. There's nobody here, and you stopped, and I didn't hit you. And I was looking right at you. He's like, "It's a neighborhood."
Victimless crime.
It was like he was short-circuiting, and he couldn't figure it out. I'm like, "Dude,
he was
I can't help you."
He felt like how you felt at the Planet Fitness.
Yeah, but that's different. It's like I just kind of I almost stopped, and then I just kept going.
Right, that is a big difference.
And I saw him because I was looking right at him.
I guess what we're trying to say, everybody, is don't be a dick. Think about what you're doing.
Don't be a jerk. Think about the people around you.
Don't back into your
They might have been waiting. They might have been waiting for 15 minutes to order.
Well, you wait.
So don't just roll up and go, "Well, I like this. Give me a give me a ham and cheese croissant."
The pastry shop one is there's no excuse because there's a clear line.
Yeah.
They looked at me. The guy looked at me. I could read the look. It had this kind of like, I'm sorry because I have to be sorry right now.
You got me.
It was an empty sorry. It was an empty apologetic look.
Right.
And I went, listen, I've seen it 1,000 times.
Yeah. What generation was this little band of brothers?
It was a mix. It was a multi-generation family of people that will never consider anyone else. And their children will never consider anyone else. And they're all assholes.
Yeah.
Raising their kids to be entitled assholes. And everybody's and the entire lineage is going to be an asshole.
As he said, we've seen it 1,000 times.
And we always will.
Because I just wanted to explain to them why I was so on top of it. Because I'm like, I saw this coming together. Yeah. I saw how this was happening. I've seen it 1,000 times.
You guys broadcast yourselves a little bit. You're not as sneaky as you think you are.
They broadcast it. And they weren't even trying to be sneaky. It's worse than that. Sneaky would almost be...
Here's something I'll get away with.
Respect some craftiness. Yeah. This was just pure... Like, they're going around... All throughout their lives, they're just going around inconveniencing people.
Because I can. Life. Yeah.
It's like the person with the fucking... The motorcycle with... That's like ultra loud motorcycle.
Again,
they're going around their entire life. They're going around annoying everyone around them.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear that.
I still do not understand how it's legal to go around and just annoy. You can't. There's no noise ordinances, but they tend to be fixed to a place. In other words, if you made that exact noise and you were next door to me and the noise just kept going, then you could call the police and the police would come and tell them to keep it down because you made a noise complaint.
Yeah.
But if you annoy, it's like spreading your peas out on the plate. If you annoy lots of people across a long period of time in different places, but all at different times, somehow that's perfectly okay.
It's like you and all your neighbors need to call the cops as the guy's passing your house. And that's a cumulative thing that maybe they can get the guy on.
Yeah, when are you going to be there? Well, he'll be at about 63rd and Alcatraz.
You can probably hear him.
By the time you arrest him, he'll be here. Yeah. And all you have to do is wait like a parade. He'll be there.
He's going to hit that corner.
Just
throw down those spikes and just throw down those spikes and blow his tires out.
Right. I just don't get. Why is it okay to go around?
I told you that if I had a superpower, it would just be to let the air out of people's tires with my mind when I see them doing stuff like that.
That's the one.
Like, if
people go, would you rather be invisible or fly? Just go, can I pick another one?
Yeah, I know what I want. Yeah.
Deflate
the guy
tires
weaving in and out of traffic on the highway, the guy blaring his music too loud, the guy just being a general jackass, throwing garbage out the window. All the air goes out of his tires and he doesn't know what the hell happened.
That's so great, Tom. And you know what's great about that, Tom, is that you're not slashing a tire.
No.
That's too big of a problem for somebody.
Tires are fine.
They can fill it right back up.
Yeah. Just fill it right back up.
But it's just your air is gone.
Of course, the one time I use that power, it's going to turn out that the guy was weaving in and out of traffic because his wife's giving birth in the back of the car or something.
No, but part of that superpower is that you know the intention.
Yeah. I can see that it's just of me to use it. Yeah.
You wouldn't use it at a time where it was. Yeah.
Did you track this game today, Dan?
Okay. Well, can I say something?
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about with this and with the Tigers, and without getting too deep into it, the thing they do is this is what I like about the big market teams, the LA, the New York.
That's a yes.
Is that they don't. I saw what happened in the game today, and it was a fucking disaster. And the last couple of days have been a shit show.
Yeah, it's been a shit show.
And the thing is that like the Tigers, I can't listen to the broadcasts anymore. I hate the broadcasters now. Because they fall in love with the team to the extent that like they're not logical anymore.
Yeah.
They just they think
like
that
magic.
We just get to win now, even though a bunch of the players aren't that good.
Yeah. Well, the pitching.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like, but they'll talk these guys up like because they did well in AAA or something. But people in New York and Boston and LA don't do that. They go, well, we'll see. I don't know. But for us, they go, oh, Sawyer Gipson Long? Of course, he's going to be an all-star level pitcher. Because we love him and we're Detroit. And you're just like, shut up. Sawyer Gipson Long, Brant Herter. What do you expect to happen in the game?
We're running them out there too much. Sorry, Tom. But
you have to have good players. You have to get players that are reliably good. This is the first. So simple.
This is the first 3-game losing streak since the opening series.
Oh. Now what? Okay, what is
and that's what should happen.
We heard on the show a while ago that they were like they had the best record in
they still
baseball
probably do.
at the time.
They still are close with the Mets, maybe, but they're right there.
Yeah, as of now, the day's not done yet, but they're 48 and 30, so they're 18 games over 500. 46. They still have the best record as of now. Other games are being finalized.
I guess that's what I'm saying. I keep trying to warn Mike, and I know Mike knows this already, but I keep warning him like, hey, listen, it's coming. Because that's the thing. It's not it's Colt. Your lineup has Colt Keith and Winsell Perez and Zach McKinstry. None of these guys are like all-stars or anything. So I don't know why everybody expects them to just keep playing well. They're not going to. Some of these guys are just going to start hitting 200, and something's going to have to be done at that point.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy.
Yeah, and
then they'll go, I don't know what happened. They were so good earlier. You're like, yeah, that's what the repetitions are for, to figure out who's actually good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still, as of now, I mean, they may lose another half game or a game today, but they're 9 games up in their division, which is massive at this point of the year. So it'd be a monumental meltdown, which is completely doable.
It happens every year. Every year there's some team that's way outperforming their expectations. It's the Brewers or whatever, and then they slowly surrender the lead. It'll be 8 games, then it'll be 7, then it'll just slowly go away. Unless you recognize this is going to happen and you add more guys. You have
to do something. They might do that. They might still do that.
They better do that.
Yeah, they will. So it's like, Tom, if there was like an upstart rebel squadron.
Put in terms that you can understand.
It was like an upstart rebel squadron that was just they were just hoping that they would, kind of slow down some of those TIE fighter groups.
Sure.
But then they overperformed. They were cleaning house when they were sent out there, and they started to get on people's radar, literally. And then all of a sudden they just started losing dogfights, and they're like, what were we trying to, where did we put all our eggs in this basket?
Now I understand. Thank you.
Yeah. And before that though, what they did is they went, well, we're going to be great because we've got Red 7 and he's been so good and he keeps doing all these good things. Yeah. Nothing could happen because he's doing great. And then when he gets shot down, they go, oh, he's gone.
I guess that could happen.
I guess it doesn't work forever.
That was bound to happen. Yeah.
He wasn't immortal.
He was lucky for a while.
Just don't like it.
Even Poe. Wasn't Poe one of those guys?
He was in the sequels, yeah.
Right, but he was one of those
he was a pilot.
Never mind that shit.
Pilot.
He was like one of those Maverick type, right?
Right.
Nobody cares.
Dan hates it.
I'm calling it right now, Mike. They're gonna shit away the division. They're going to do it. They're gonna slowly do it because you can't just keep. They have 2 starting pitchers, one of which shat the bed yesterday.
Yes.
Who was that? Oh, what's his name?
Flaherty gave up 8 runs yesterday.
Yeah, he's terrible. He's terrible now.
And that's fine if he might pitch okay, but then you have 3 other spots. Who's it going to be? Sawyer Gibson Long over and over again?
you got to go out and get some starters.
Yeah, get another pitcher.
As Tom said in the episode that's airing that was this past week. He said, I like when you talk about this baseball stuff, but do the listeners actually care?
No, they don't. And there's no reason.
But we don't give a shit because this is our.
Maybe they like me enjoy just good conversation, even if they have no idea what's being said. Who knows?
Who fucking cares?
In the off chance that they do hate it, let's wrap up this episode.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening. We already thanked our beautiful patrons, and they've all.
The other line of thinking is that they already hate the episode, so we might as well keep talking about it since they already hate the episode.
How about you guys turn off your things? We'll keep going. This will be a 7-hour episode. You guys turn off your phones or whatever you're listening on, and we'll just keep on going if you can't stand it.
There you go.
Although on the other hand, I'm hungry. I want to go eat some food, so I'm going to end this anyway.
I got a couple more hours before I can eat.
Thanks everybody for listening. Don't be a dick. Go out into the world and try to do good. Be aware of people around you, and that you're not the only person on Earth. Don't back into your parking spaces.
Hey, watch
Don't start at the end of a circuit.
What's wrong with that?
I back into my parking spaces. We talked all about this.
I know.
There's a whole episode.
No need to get personal.
I just
You riled them up. All right. We all know that you're the good ones, so you're not going to do anything like that. So thank you, and keep it up until next week for minute 102 of Trading Places here on the Trading Places Minute.
It was a stone groove, my man. You are the most righteous.
Yeah, right. Just get the fuck out, man. Let's go. Shit.